A week after Della's wedding, Adana's kingdom gifted her a mansion in their kingdom, and the street where the house was located was named Princess Della Street. One morning, Bob's best friend Felix was about to take Bob and Adana's photo to a deadly shrine to kill them, but he had a terrible accident and died instantly. A few months later, Della received an Excellence and Humanitarian Award, and Dan married Loveleen the same month. Eventually, Princess Della and Queen Adana gave birth to twins in the same week but on different days. 2 weeks after Princess Della and Prince Obi's wedding, Della had mysterious dreams in which Bob's best friend Felix was about to take Bob and Adana's photo to a deadly shrine to kill them, but he had a terrible accident and died instantly. After Felix died, Della received awards of excellence and humanitarian service, and Dan married Loveleen the same month Della received her awards. When Loveleen was pregnant for Prince Dan, the mysterious goddess and the ancestors invaded. At the end of the dreams, Princess Della and Queen Adana had twins in the same week but on different days. By the time Princess Della awoke in great fear and confusion about the different dreams she had in one same night, she tapped her husband, Prince Obi. My prince, Della called. What is wrong, my princess? Are you all right, Obi asked. I had strange dreams and I have no idea what they meant, she replied. What were the dreams about? Della then explained the dreams to him. My princess, the dreams are strange and complicated. We will consult Izimuo as soon as the sun rises to explain what the dreams mean. No, my love, do not consult Izimuo instead. I will tell my pastor about the dreams and he will interpret them for us, Della responded. Okay, my princess, but please let me know when you plan to go there so I can accompany you, Prince Obi said. As soon as it was daybreak, Della and Prince Obi went to the pastor's house and told him about the dreams, to which the pastor said, the dreams signify that Felix would attempt or conspire to kill Bob and Adana, but he would not succeed, so Bob and Adana should be extremely careful with Felix because Felix's heart is full of evil. The second dream predicts that after Loveleen becomes pregnant with Prince Dan, there will be serious battles between the mysterious goddess, the ancestors, and the royal household. The last dream means that Amala and Kansasa kingdoms would eventually experience peace, great joy, and happiness. This is serious. But man of God, what should we do to avert these wars? Prince Obi asked. My prince, there is nothing that can be done to impede the wars because these wars would break many ancestral covenants made by our forefathers many years ago, which are affecting the lives of many innocent people in this kingdom. All you people need are prayers and God's grace to surmount these mysterious battles that have been programmed ahead of the entire royal household. My prince and princess, I sense serious wars and turbulence in the palace, and it will only take God's grace to overcome them, the pastor said. The pastor then prayed for them, and they left in great confusion. 2 days later, Adana's mother traveled abroad, and Princess Della visited Adana's kingdom to see King Bob and Queen Adana, in order to disclose the dream to them. After she told them about the dream, Bob said, Thank you very much, my princess, but I do not think Felix can do such a thing to me and my wife after what he went through as a result of his evil deeds and having a second chance to live. You are correct, my king, and I believe it is just a dream, because Felix has completely changed, and I do not believe he can do anything evil at this point, Adana responded. Okay, but you all need to be very careful with him, Della responded, and left the palace. A week later, Felix bought Bob and Adana a brand new expensive car worth millions in order to win their hearts and build a close relationship with them. Bob and Adana were amazed and gladly accepted the car. Bob and Adana had a brief discussion about Felix that night. My love, I propose that we relocate Felix to this kingdom in order to provide him with greater opportunities in this kingdom. What are your thoughts? Bob asked. That is a good idea, but if you look at the car he bought us, you will realize that his business is progressing drastically in his town, Adana said. I can tell you that Felix loaned the money he used to buy us that car. How much money does he put into the business to give him such a large sum of money to purchase that luxurious car? I just desire to help him, Bob said. Okay, summon him and ask him a few questions about his business. From there, we will know what to do for him, Adana replied. That is an amazing idea. My queen, please. Let us sleep, it is already late. A few days later, Bob summoned Felix, and when he arrived at the palace, they began to question him about his business. Felix, what are your current business ventures? Bob asked. I sell electrical appliances and also run a mini boutique, he responded. Wow, I am impressed. How are your businesses faring? Adana asked. They are manageable, Felix responded. Please do not take this personally. Did you buy us the car with the money you earned from your businesses? Bob asked. No, I loaned the money to buy the car. I simply want to use it to express my gratitude to you and your wife for all of the wondrous things you people have done for me, despite my evil deeds, and especially for sparing my life, Felix replied. Wow, Felix, you are an amazing friend, said Adana. My queen, you see what I said? Felix, you mean he went to such lengths to buy us such an expensive car? Bob asked. Yes, my king, you and the queen deserve it, Felix responded. Wow, you just surprised me beyond my expectations, and I will reward you greatly for what you did, Bob responded, and while they were conversing, the palace maiden walked in and told them that their lunch was ready, so they went to the dining table with Felix and ate together. A few days later, Bob and Adana relocated Felix to their kingdom and appointed him as the managing director of one of their top companies in town, and Bob and Felix reconciled. A month later, the chief priest of the mysterious goddess village visited Loveline's parents and announced. Loveline's parents were in the sitting room watching TV when the chief priest appeared from behind them. Granddaughter of Ikem Funa, the chief priest called. Who are you? They asked with great fear. Fear not, I came in peace. I am the chief priest of Ikala Kingdom. What is your mission here? Loveline's father asked. I came as a result of the covenant your grandmother made with the goddess of Ikala's river 50 years ago, the chief priest replied. What covenant are you talking about? They asked. 50 years ago, your mother was desperate to have a child, and she had been married for 25 years without having a child, and her family and husband's family despised her bitterly. One morning, your father called your mother. Flashback. Ma. Kioma, it has been exactly 25 years since I married you, and you have not given me a single child. My family and yours had advised me to send you away, but I refused because I love you. I called you to tell you that I am sick and tired of not having children. So, if you are not pregnant after 3 months, I will send you to your father's house and marry another woman, Loveline's grandfather stated, and then walked away. Loveline's grandmother began crying heavily after he left, and she was on her way to her friend's house to seek a solution to her problems when she met this strange woman named Mama Ngozi. The strange woman saw how she was weeping on the road, so she asked her why she was crying. I do not know you. So who are you? Loveline's granny asked. My name is Mama Ngozi, and I am from Ikala village. I came here to get some herbs for my sick husband. Please, my daughter, tell me what is wrong with you. Loveline's grandmother realized Mama Ngozi was a responsible and good woman, so she told her everything she had gone through, and the woman told her to follow her to her kingdom, which she did. When they arrived in the Ikala kingdom, Mama Ngozi told Loveline's granny that she would take her to the Ikala river to meet a goddess in order for her to have a child, and she agreed without hesitation due to her desire to have a child. A moment later, they arrived at the river with sacrificial items, and the mysterious goddess appeared and told her, I will give you a female child, but your first granddaughter will be my daughter, and I will come and take her to my kingdom when she is exactly 25 years old. But if she becomes pregnant for any man, the consequences will be mysterious. So when her mother grows up, caution her never to allow her first daughter to become pregnant for any man, because she belongs to my kingdom. Thank you, Ezi Nweni Queen Mother. I will do as you say, Loveline's grandma said. She then made a covenant with the mysterious goddess. She got pregnant 7 days later, and her pregnancy became the talk of the town. 9 months later, she gave birth to Loveline's mother. Loveline's grandmother kept the secrets from everyone, including her husband and parents. 24 years later, Loveline's mother got married and gave birth to Loveline a year after her wedding. End of flashback. That is how it began. So I came to inform you that by this time next year, the goddess of the Akala kingdom will come to take Loveline, her daughter, home, the chief priest said. God forbid. Not my only daughter. Whatever covenant my mother-in-law made with the goddess has nothing to do with my only child, Loveline's father said. I am leaving. I have delivered my message, the chief priest replied before disappearing. Loveline's mother broke down in tears after the chief priest vanished. Honey, why are you crying? Are you all right? Loveline's father asked. I suddenly remembered what my mother revealed to me after I gave birth to Loveline, and before she died, Loveline's mum murmured. What did she reveal? Loveline's dad asked. A week after I gave birth to Loveline, my mother told me how she got me, as well as the covenant she made with the goddess. And when she was about to die 14 years ago, Loveline was 10 years old. She told me to have another child. 14 years ago. My daughter, please try to have another child as soon as possible because Loveline only has 15 years left in this world, Loveline's grandmother said. How do you mean, Mama? I do not understand what you are saying, she asked confusingly. Loveline is not your daughter. She is a princess of the Akala River, and her mother will come and take her as soon as she turns 25 years old. Please, my daughter, do everything you can to keep her from getting pregnant for any man, because the consequences will be disastrous if she does. Loveline's grandmother responded and passed away. Mama, I still do not understand what you are saying. What business does my daughter have with the goddess? Loveline's mother asked, but she did not respond. You are not saying anything, Mama. I am talking to you, Mama. 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 Please wake up, Mama, Mama. Somebody help, she screamed. A few months later, her mother was buried, and she did not bother about what her mother told her, and she did not disclose it to anyone, not even her husband. Instead, she relocated abroad with Loveline, so that the goddess would not have access to her daughter. After spending many years abroad, she forgot everything her mother told her, and they returned to Nigeria after nearly 14 years away. So, after she revealed everything about her mother to her husband, he became very angry with her for keeping such a deep secret from him. A week later, Bob and Felix traveled for a 3-day business trip, and when they returned, Queen Adana prepared a delicious meal for them. After she finished preparing the meal, she went to shower and instructed their maidens to serve Bob and Felix. While they were eating, Bob had a very important call from a governor, so he decided to pick up the call, but he could not hear the governor clearly due to bad network, so he had to move from the dining table to the sitting room. Shortly after Bob moved to the sitting room, Felix brought out poison and added it to Bob's food and drinking water. 5 minutes later, Bob returned to the dining table to finish his meal, and when he attempted to eat the poisonous food, Felix and Bob were shocked by what happened. To be continued. Continue in the comment section for the next episode.